Joining me now, Richard Lyons. He's the author of The DNA of Democracy. Richard, thanks for being with us.
Oh, great to be with you, John.
One of the things is, look, this country is so divided, right? I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Yes.
It's so divided. You're not going to put it back together. There's no kumbaya, roasting marshmallows, having a drink in the cloakroom. We're done with that, okay? It's so divided. I mean, you just go out, like when I was in Indiana for 2 weeks, I mean, you go to the rotunda, you got 400 left-wing Renamob protesters. It's just nasty stuff. No side sees the other side. What do we do?
Well, it's a fact of nature that we tend to, any society tends to go into opposites. Yeah, it's just the way things are. You'll have a conservative bunch and you'll have a liberal bunch, but this is deeper than that, if I may. And it's because the Democrat Party has been growing socialism in America slowly for 100 years. And right at 2016, when Hillary was running, they were on the verge of institutionalizing socialism altogether. And they lost that opportunity because of Trump, thank heaven. So you have a very frustrated socialist Democrat Party, which is all the way to the left. And then you have a Republican Party, which is used to being the junior partner of the Democrat Party, but is now, what are we fighting for? That was a great segment you just had. What are we fighting for? What we should be fighting for, if I may, John, is constitutionalism and federalism, right? Let's let the states figure out healthcare. Let's let the states take care of their own poor, right? We have to be a party that's dedicated to our founding and those principles, because they are opposite. You're exactly right. We are so divided now. We are opposite to the party of the left. What we believe in federalism, they believe in concentration of power. Where we believe in free enterprise and letting the markets determine the rates of inflation and the rates of getting a loan at the bank, the Democrats believe in controlling the economy. And so we're diametrically opposed.
It's a dreadful situation we've got going on right now.
We used to believe in everything between. We used to be at the 40-yard lines. Each party agreed on the Constitution. Each party agreed on free enterprise. That's not the case anymore.
No,
they do not.
No.
Yeah.
No, we're not between the 40s now. We're both on each other's goal line is about what it is.
It's a safety or not, right?
It's basically it. I mean, we're in a very dangerous position, and in the absence of a message, the communists take over, and that's really where we're at right now. That's why I keep saying this every day. It doesn't matter what the tax bill is, okay, what your rebate. None of this matters if you cannot articulate a clear vision to the American people about where we're going with this. And that's what the Republicans in Congress have failed to do. They're miserable at it.
You're exactly right.
Miserable.
Why did Trump win, do you think, John? It's because he had a message that was one line long: make America great again. And then underneath that, all the policies, right?
That's right.
And every policy had a one-liner and then an explanation. You have to be that simple. You're exactly right. And Congress needs, just what Newt Gingrich did, a contract with America that says this is exactly what we're going to do in the next Congress. And this is how we can do it, because we have Donald Trump in office. And if you bring us back in a majority, we're going to get this done. And then you need J.D. Vance to have his own message, or Marco Rubio going into 28. That's just that concise. We believe in the Constitution. We believe in the Bill of Rights. We believe in free enterprise. These are all simple things that people will understand if they hear them, but they don't.
Here's something that could work. President Trump's no income tax plan. I mean, I don't think I'll ever see it in my lifetime, but I mean, if there's a way to do it, I'm for it.
That goes back to the days before Woodrow Wilson, and Woodrow Wilson was our first socialist president, so to speak. He admired Karl Marx, he admired Frederick Engels, and he wanted to institute socialism slowly, he said the Russians did it wrong. They did it by revolution. We're going to do it by evolution. And the start of that was the income tax and the redistribution of wealth, taking all the wealth from the country into one place and redistributing it based on whether you follow the party line from Washington, D.C. And so but back then, John, the GDP of the federal government, the amount of GDP that was 7%. It's now between 25 and 30%. So that's a hard nut to crack. I don't think you and I will see that.
Not in our lifetime. NATO says we have to prepare with war with Russia. Why don't the Europeans just step up and do whatever they're going to do with Ukraine and be done with it? I'm sick of Ukraine. I'm sick of being involved in it. I'm sick of the whole thing. And so's our base. They're sick of Israel. They're sick of Ukraine. They're sick of the whole thing.
Yeah. And this goes back to the fall of the wall in Berlin. It goes back to Bill Clinton saying, look, you can give up your nukes, Ukraine. We're going to protect you. At that time, John, Ukraine was the third biggest nuclear power in the world. But we convinced them, give up your weapons and we will defend you if Russia has anything to do with your territorial integrity. Well, Obama, the minute he's in office, said, well, who cares about the guarantee? And Putin just went into the Crimea and took it. And now we're facing the consequences of that. And it's appalling. And where Europe should start, and again, you're exactly right. They should start by trying to do the Trump means of using commercialism as a means of affecting foreign policy. Stop doing business with Russia. It's that simple. Stop funding, because we're funding both ends. We're funding Ukraine's defense, and we're funding the offenses of Russia.
Richard Lyons, I want to thank you for being with us. People want to follow you, Rich. Where do they go?
They go to richardclyons.com, Don, and thank you.
Thank you, Richard. All right, we're going to be right back with your calls, 888-480-JOHN.